Welcome. Welcome to your business mentoring session. And my name is Jodi Scholes. I am your mentor for your massage business, for your thriving, profitable, amazing massage business that may not yet be in existence, but I have every confidence is on its way to you. Today, we're going to be talking about sales as a service. Sales as a service and rebooking everyone. That is the philosophy that we're going to be talking about and the action item. And as you participate in more and more of these sessions, you'll see that I'm developing the outline to be a philosophy that I'm going to introduce to you, and then an action item. Isn't this fun? I'm in the middle of a TV. My name is Jodi Scholes. You are watching a segment of our business mentoring, the fundamentals of practice management for licensed massage therapists. You are joining a class that is already in progress, so you're seeing about just a few minutes of it to gain some insights. I'll wrap up with you a little bit later, but enjoy this segment of it. This is our outtake, our Q&A at the end, so enjoy. Rebooking is fundamental. Sales is in service to our clients. We really need to shift that to know that when we are asking to rebook, yes, that is our sales hat. You are making a sale. Some of you are taking a deposit. So you're literally making a sale. Our clients need us to do this. They need us to help them. And they want another massage with you. We have to say those words out loud. And ladies and gentlemen, it is 99% of the time, it's 2 weeks or 4 weeks. If you've had a long intake, they've got a expansive health history, they're in pain, they may be coming back this week. I mentioned that I have a client who's in commercial real estate who was seeing me twice a week. He was seeing me twice a week because his low back was bothering him. He was trying to put off spinal surgery as long as he could. And he was getting great relief from the massage. He moved. He ended up with spine surgery. Didn't go too well, unfortunately. But we want to be in service to them. With that particular client, the commercial real estate agent, I found him a therapist in his home state. He's feeling a lot better now. Remember, you can always pencil them in for 4 weeks from now. And the most important thing of any conversation, of any time you ask a question, smile, shut up and nod. Good. I wanted to take this time for some closing questions. Our sessions together, we've got another 30 minutes on the clocks, if your calendars allow for it, for discussion, for letting us, so questions about this, questions about rebooking, questions about what you want to learn, questions about 2 weeks or 4 weeks. So I wanted to get some closing comments, some closing questions from you guys, because as I mentioned in the beginning of this session, I don't always want this to be a monologue. You are having rich experiences. Let's hear about them. Let's hear what you got going on. And let's hear what's going on for you. Miss Lana, you got your hand up.
Yes.
Talk to
I
me.
had this weekend I attended a party, what is it called? A vision board party.
Mm.
And it happened to be in an upscale condominium. So I asked the host if there was a massage room in the building. And she said, "Oh, yeah, there's a massage room here." And she said, "But we haven't had a massage therapist since COVID." So, of course, I said, "Well, let me bring this
Yeah.
to
Your
our
antennas are
team."
going like this.
Exactly. So I have a scheduled planned meeting this week with the manager.
Right.
For something like that, is it the same principle as far as I don't know how that works with condo associations. Am I expected to kick back or pay something to them for me coming in?
Depends. Depends. Normally in the situations, the manager of the building, the one who's sitting, the one you have the appointment with, is responsible to find services for the building because it's in service to the residents. Some places will have a small stipend where, okay, you're going to pay $25 for the day. Tuesdays is your day or Fridays is your day, and you pay $25 whether you see a client or you don't. Again, this is all negotiable.
Okay.
Okay. So your rates are your rates. They usually have a massage table, so you don't have to bring one in. Be careful of the desire to show up there multiple days a week. We start wanting to play the game Whack-a-Mole. Remember game from, where you
Mhm.
have a mallet and you're like, oh, I got that appointment, I got that appointment, I got that appointment. I gotta go over here now, I gotta go here, over here. No, stay grounded in your current schedule. Looking at your current schedule, when do you have time to see 3 people there? Evenings and weekends are always the easiest, especially with condo buildings.
Mhm.
Just it's more popular.
Mhm.
And one of the questions you'll want to ask the manager is, how do you let residents know that I'm making appointments available? They're
Okay.
usually willing to send an email to all the residents,
Okay.
and they'll do that on the regular.
So should I use my app for setting appointments, or do they normally have their own? Because I still require a deposit.
Oh, no, no, you use your app.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So it'll be to book with Lana on Fridays. She has Friday, and here's the link to her availability. Now, you do home visits. And I'm just answering this question for myself because Tara had said, Jodi, we need to have tutoring hours available. What are the hours you have available? Well, if I just send a calendar link, you see all my availability, right? So how do we hone in? So you could create a different item on your menu named after the building. So if it's the Harrison and you're seeing them Fridays at 3, 4:30, and 6 and 7:30, you will always, well, now and then you'll be fully booked, but usually if you want to see 3 people, offer 4 appointments. 4 appointments is a sweet spot. You'll get at least 2.
Okay.
Stay on site. Your manager, many cases, the manager of the building, many times will try and find you somebody.
Okay.
After you're done negotiating and your schedule is set, your first shift is planned, at that point, you can offer the manager a massage, a complimentary massage. So it's not about influencing the manager. You just like to do this for quality control. And you'd recommend it if he hires any other massage therapists. that after all the negotiating is done, that the final thing is, okay, I need to get on your table. Or have you get on their table. Because that could become a nice little posse of therapists who are working with that building. I did that when I was in Florida. There was a building that was super well to do. It had a helipad on it. And they had a
Mhm.
massage room, and there were several of the residents there that hosted friends, hosted work. I remember I spent a whole weekend there, Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, taking care of 10 people, actually, who were coming in for a work-related conference. And some were the actual employees, sometimes it was their spouse. But I made 10 appointments available, and there we go.
Yeah.
Lovely to do that with the residents once they get to know you.
Hmm.
And there was no fee for that room.
Okay.
Typically, there's no fee because it's a service to the residents. And so I think this is very beneficial. I've continued to record um, this part of our class because a number of you guys have told me this is some of the richest stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
great.
love it. Love
Thank
it.
you, Jody.
Does that make
Appreciate it.
sense?
It does. It does.
Okay. Also, of course, safety first. You check in with the manager when you arrive. You check
Mhm.
in when you leave, you know?
Perfect.
Yep. Good. Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. What else is going on for you guys? What is happening?
Greetings, Jody. I have a question.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Latrice.
Hello, everyone. Hopefully, everybody's well today.
Yes, it's freezing.
Yeah, it's freezing here too.
It's freezing all up and down the eastern seaboard.
It
Only in
is.
Virginia, it's freezing. That's crazy.
It is. It is. So, question on taxes. How do you figure out how much tax you have to pay to the IRS? Like, do you pay that per session? Is it like a monthly thing, based on how much you made the month? I'm still confused on taxes.
Yep, yep, understandable. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what the federal government says. And your state, Virginia, I actually am a licensed massage therapist in the Commonwealth of Virginia as well. Was on the phone this morning with my accountant from Virginia. So, in your first year of practice, nobody knows how much you're going to make. So there is no law that says you've got to make any deposits to your state or federal government in the first year of practice.
Okay.
After the first year of practice, the federal government recommends quarterly taxes based on your earnings from the previous year. So January 15th just went by. That is Q1. And on January 15th of 2025, you could write a check to the federal government.
Okay. I wasn't aware of that. So, you're kind of almost exempt for the first year. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, nobody knows how much you're going to make, right? And so you could be full-time, you know, you could make $75,000, or you could just be very part-time and make $7,000, right? So they're not asking you to declare every month. You will be working with a tax professional, an accountant, or another tax professional that will look at your income. They will ask you to declare your income.
Okay.
You can track that through your bank account, through your Square system. If you're using Massage Book, it'll track it for you. My massage clients pay through Square. So Square tallies that up at the end of the year. And Square sends a 1099 to the federal government that says, hey, this is what Latrice got paid this year.
Hmm. Okay. Got
So
it.
next year, by April 15th, you will want to have submitted a tax return for 2024.
Okay.
So it's
Makes
good to get those ducks in a row early, right? And if you've got outstanding tax questions, it's lovely to get with someone who who's local, who maybe you could sit down with. If you're comfortable, if you like, for example, for years I used QuickBooks as a data processing, as a payment processing system. And so I could use a QuickBooks licensed professional. I could use someone off-site, but I prefer to lay eyes on somebody. I prefer to get their vibe. Um, and so it's a way that you could do business through your Chamber of Commerce. You can find one locally. You do want someone who has experience with self-employment.
Okay.
And who knows, H&R Block could do the trick too. You know what I mean?
Right.
To
Okay.
start that conversation no later than October of this year. You want to give them 6 months to be able to ask all their questions, to if they need to do any research. Most therapists take standard deductions. Um, and so, yeah, keep your receipts, sure, but also know that you're going to do either gas or mileage. Not going to do both.
Okay.
I think I know that you're traveling to go to work. And so mileage might work out better for you. But these are the type of questions that a certified tax accountant will, or a tax accountant will ask you as well. Do you
Okay.
use a part of your home, for doing treatments? One of the things they'll ask you, is it a dedicated space? You will tell them yes,
Okay.
because they'll use that part of the square footage of your home as in relationship to your mortgage or your rent. So if you're paying $2,000 a month in rent, you have, a 2,000 square foot home, or let's say 1,000 square foot home, and you're using 1/4 of your home as a treatment room, a dedicated treatment room. That would mean $500 of your rent or mortgage would be taken off your taxes, would be an expense related to your work.
Okay.
Now, one other thing I want to say about taxes, Latrice, depending on where you are in life, is whether or not you want to actually show making money. So if you're at a stage of life, not you in particular, but everybody, if you're at a stage in life where you're getting ready to buy a home, then you want your income to look good. So maybe you're in the situation, this happens a lot with therapists who are newly licensed, they've got a full-time job, and they add massage therapy. Banks love that. They love it when you're an employee. They love it because it's easy to track. You get a 1099, you get the contractors, they're not as crazy about, because in a financial person's mind, if you're a contractor, then your contract might end. But if you're an employee, it's likely you're just going to be staying there. So for the purposes of qualifying and getting pre-qualified, pre-approved for a home loan, or building up your credit rating, these are good times to become employees on purpose.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And of course, great accountants are going to help try and save you money, right? So they don't want you to be in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Let me tell you, they take it. They have income tax, they have all sorts of things. They have personal property tax, at least in Fairfax County. I don't know about your county.
I do
Uh,
too. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you can plan accordingly with doing some tax planning based on your goals. If your goal is, I don't want to pay taxes. I want to pay as little taxes as I can. Let your accountant know.
Okay.
If you want to demonstrate a lot of income from your massage profession over the next 3 years, just keep that in mind when you file your taxes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Happy to help. What else we got going on? What's the good word out there? Miss Lana, is that a hand from before? I'm going to lower that hand, but oh, you did already. Good. Magdalene, welcome. Gerald, welcome. Yolanda, welcome. Any questions for about your practice today or about what we covered today? Hello, Miss Yolanda.
Why are you, Jodi?
Hello.
Mhm.
How
You,
is it going?
huh? Sorry.
I know I was doing that same thing this morning.
Yeah,
The light was on, the light was off.
yeah, so far so good. Everything is going on well.
Good.
Um, well, I'm loving the massage, with hand and stone because the feedback that I get with the clients makes me feel good. And so far I've made like a comeback. The clients have come back to me. I have 5 of them, return clients. Yeah. So that means I'm doing something good.
Absolutely. And it's in your control
Mhm.
to have all your clients come back.
Mm.
One of the things I didn't mention during our session today was phrases we can use during the massage
Mhm.
that helps paint the picture of them coming back.
Mhm.
So now and then we have a client who, they say, "Oh, I want all the work on my shoulders and neck. I want upper body. Please focus on my upper body."
Yeah.
And we say, "Great." And then they say, "Oh, I just remembered, my right foot is really bothering me." Okay, great. We'll incorporate that into the massage. And the next time you come in, key phrase, the next time you come in,
Mhm.
I can spend more time on.
Mhm. Yeah.
The next time you come in, I'll spend more time on your neck.
Mhm.
And it's lovely to even ask at the end of a session.
Mhm.
It's a little nervous. Hey, I say this to the first time I'm seeing a client, I ask them, anything you want more of or less of?
Mhm.
Ooh, that's vulnerable.
That's good.
Ooh, they
Yeah.
might say they want less of something, They might say they want more pressure.
Mhm.
I might feel, ah, I might feel a certain way about that if I took it personally.
Yeah.
Don't take it personally.
Mhm.
Don't take anything personally. It's one of Don Miguel Ruiz wrote a book called The Four Agreements. And one of the agreements was don't take anything personally.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can ask them, hey, anything you want more of or less of?
Mhm.
And it's a question I ask during the session as well. I tell my client, I say, hey, how's the pressure? My least favorite answer? What do they say, Yolanda, when you ask them, how's the pressure?
I said it's good.
Good is the enemy of great.
Mm-hmm.
Fine is the enemy of great.
Yeah.
I want great.
Mm-hmm.
And so I say, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Please let me know. I call it my Goldilocks question.
Mm-hmm.
Little more, little less, just right.
Mhm.
With the pressure, would you like a little more, a little less, or is it just right?
Okay. I had one client, a return client. Um, she might be like 60 years old, and she came in and said, "Oh, her whole body hurts." And I said, "Okay, what job do you do?" And she said she sits behind the computer all day. She works from home. And I said, okay, so you want me to focus more on your back, your lower back? And he says, and my shoulders. And I said, okay. So in my neck. I said, okay. And then she went on to say, oh, but when I'm sleeping at night, it feels like my hip. And I said, do you sleep with a pillow in between your legs? And she said, somebody too have said that, but no. I said, well, try and get a pillow and put in between your legs and see how it goes. So, oh, but can you give me, then I said, what pressure do you like? And she goes, medium. I said, okay. So I gave her good massage. And then after that, I said, oh my God, I feel what a relief. So yesterday she came back right from the front desk. When I said, oh, hi, Cindy, she goes, oh, my God, Yolanda, you were right. You were right. Now I feel so good. Do you know I got a pillow? And she went on and on and on. I got a pillow from Amazon. And oh my goodness, I don't even feel this hip pain anymore. I don't. And she went on and said, you don't know what you've done. I said, oh, I'm glad I'm able to help you. And
How
she
did that
said,
feel, Yolanda?
oh, it felt so good. It felt so, 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 so good. And that is what, being a massage therapist, my dream or my wish is to make somebody feel good or feel better. Even if they have a pain, after massaging them, it goes away. That is something that makes me feel so good.
Right? Yeah. Now, I think we'd all agree. Yes. Latrice says, awesome job, Yolanda.
Thank you.
Um, and I think we'd all agree that that is one of the most beautiful things about doing massage is when someone says, oh my goodness, you don't know what a difference you've made. I feel
Mhm.
amazing.
Yeah.
As a new therapist, and I'm saying this for everybody, not just you, Yolanda, but for everybody listening,
Mhm.
remember healthy boundaries.
Yes.
85% effort.
Mhm.
85%. Lana says, way to go, Yolanda.
Thank
Um,
you.
yeah. And sometimes we hear our client's story. Oh my gosh. And it's like it hits us, right?
Yeah.
We've got to be very careful about caring too much.
Mhm.
There's a difference between empathy and sympathy. Sympathy is when we feel something.
Mhm.
Empathy is when we acknowledge and say,
Yeah.
wow, that sounds terrible.
Mhm.
Wow, what do you do for work? Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
But with sympathy, we jump into the pain pit with them. Oh my God, I remember when I had low back pain. I remember when I couldn't sleep. Whoop. No, you can tell if you're caring too much, if you're turning yourself inside out to try and fix them. Or if we take it personally and they say, oh, my shoulder still is a little sore. Here's where the smile, shut up and nod comes in. Because when someone says, oh, this still hurts, I say as sweet as I can, oh, oh, I understand. You know, it took more than an hour for you to get into that condition. It might take more than an hour to get you out of the condition. Let's set up your next appointment. Want to come back next week? Want to come back tomorrow? So, knowing that there are going to be clients on your table who don't get fixed, we're not fixing. We are creating a space in that treatment room that allows their body to heal. Yes, we are doing massage therapy, but that's facilitating a space, a sacred space, if you will, where that body can relax, can release, can just remember who they really are. I facilitated a space. You facilitate a space. The body heals. The body heals itself. We just pull some strings, We set the music, we make the table warm, we give them a great massage, and the body's like, oh, heavens, yes, thank you. And when the person is conscious enough to tell you, oh my goodness, Yolanda, you don't know, I don't feel that hip pain anymore. You've made such a difference. Yes, this is what I'm here to do. To give you knowledge, to give you body work, to empower your client to feel better. Great story.
Yeah, and then I said, what do you want me to do for you today? And then she goes, oh, I'm here just to relax. Just give me a massage. No pressure. Just do whatever. I just want to feel you there. I said, okay, thank you.
Honestly.
Yeah. And say, you know what you do, and I like people like you. I said, okay, thank you. It was nice.
Honestly, she's healing at so much of a deeper level, Yolanda, because you're somebody now she trusts.
Mm-hmm.
And she's coming in and she knows she's going to get this feeling, her emotional body, her mental body, and her physical body.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Great story. All right, I'm going to show that if you have, if you know how to raise your hand or you just want to turn on your camera, feel free to jump in. I'm going to show you something that we're going to see more of the next time we come together, but these are gift certificates. I bought them for the Christmas holiday. These I happen to buy at Staples. There is a sample in here. You can see it's written out. I chose to use black ink. The sample had silver ink. These are technically wedding invitations. They have a very nice foil envelope. And these are something that you can print at home. On the box, they have a website and designs. And on the website, they, all of whatever invitation you buy, their website will give you the template. And we have a little holiday coming up. We've got Valentine's Day coming up. So before the week of Valentine's Day, if you're going to be using physical gift certificates, oops, sorry, I did this. You have the option to experiment in printing gift certificates. Here's what I found. So you have the opportunity to play with that, to have some fun with it. And Valentine's Day, it's like number 3 on the list of holidays where people buy massage gift certificates, right? Massage gift certificates. Number 1 is actually Mother's Day. Mother's Day is a biggie. Then you've got the Black Friday, holiday, Christmas season, which we went through together. Part of your one of your videos is maximizing November and December, and it talks specifically about gift certificates and printing them yourself. Some of you are using Massage Book, and so you don't have to print your gift certificate. they'll print it themselves, but you do have to plan your promotion. And we'll be talking about that next time we come together, planning the promotion. Ooh, yes. Connect to, Alana says connect with a personal chef and florist to create a combo package. Yes, exactly. When you connect with a florist, they'll ask you, hey, just give us 10 gift certificates. And, you need to like, maybe you know the florist already, you know, um, but they want to put it in, they want to include it as like, you know how when you buy some flowers, they say, do you want to add a mug or a teddy bear? Would you like to add a massage gift certificate? Yes. And Lana, you said personal chef or florist. Both again, fabulous. The other thing you could do, and I used to do for Valentine's Day, I offered a couples massage class. And I just know by saying it out loud. Lana also says maybe connect with somebody who does baskets. Somebody else, yes, absolutely. To start with, I'd recommend you know them already, that you have that trusted relationship already, because then they can help guide you into what to offer. Because they may say, oh, $100, that's too much. Will you do 30 minutes? No, we won't do 30 minutes. You're not going to go to somebody's house to do 30-minute massage. No. So that is coming up, Valentine's Day, and we'll talk more about that the next time we come together. We come together again on February 7th. And between now and then, part of your homework is decide, are you going to do a promo for Valentine's Day? If you are, what's the promo going to be? Because it's going to kick off on the 8th. Are you going to use your social media? Are you going to network with a personal chef, a florist, someone who makes chocolates, someone who, what was the other one, Lana? Oh, baskets, who does baskets? Yeah. Do you know somebody who has a really big Valentine's Day? How do they have a big Valentine's Day? Is there a place for massage within that event or within that promotion? Could you piggyback on someone else's promotion for Valentine's Day? I never knew that making chocolates. Ooh, okay. I said I connected with someone who makes oils and candles as well. Cross promotion is very beneficial. Yes. I mean, and so who has a big Valentine's Day in your zip code? I never realized that like handmade chocolates was like a chocolatier. That's a big thing. If there's someone who's making handmade chocolates in your zip code, get with them. Maybe spend Valentine's Day at their studio. Just doing free samples, free samples. Get their card, get their information. Again, remember our trusty um fishbowl, right? For them to drop a little business card, or if you've got a little, if they don't have a business card, you may want to just have that name, phone number, email. Make it really easy for them to participate in your giveaway. And going back to our marketing, right? Some of our marketing stuff. Because January is Be Visible, but you get to decide if you want to participate at Valentine's Day. No decision is a decision. If you don't make a decision, that means you're not doing anything. So just decide either way. Is it going to, and how? How would that look? And if you want to run a few ideas by me, feel free. One last note, and I'll do a final call for questions. Good. So in the beginning of the class, I asked to make sure that we had your mailing address. And it's because you guys are getting a present. I am sending you a book called The Richest Man in Babylon. It's a little tiny book, very, very skinny. And you hear me now and then talk about saving 10%. This is a little book that is going to re-emphasize the principles of wealth, the 6 laws of wealth. Yeah. Hey there. What'd you think? Isn't it interesting? Aren't they great questions? Yeah. Do you have questions like that in your own practice? How about ask the expert? You know, the business mentoring is $59 a month. So it's an investment. But if you would like an expert on demand, you could do our alumni support. That's just $12 a month. Yeah. So you could ask questions about taxes. You could ask questions about your license. When is your renewal? How many continuing ed credits do you need? All the things that are about the operations, the background of being a licensed massage therapist. How do you get licensed in another state? We're your on-demand experts. So come on over the description again. We'll have the link to join us as a member. And you can get in for even just as little as $12 a month. And if you like this class, it'll soon be available for sale. In fact, it'll be available for sale by the time I write the description. So if you want to see the whole thing, it's an hour and 20 minutes, I think it is, hour 30 minutes. But it is specifically a licensed massage therapist, small group business mentoring session with me. Yeah. And I have 30 years experience. So one thing I almost forgot, if you decide you would like to join us as a member in the business mentoring group, so the small group of business mentors that meet every 2 weeks, if you'd like to do that, when you sign up at the $59 level, put in your address and I will send you the book that I offered to all of the mentees today. So this is an awesome book. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon. I would love to send you a copy. Yeah. So put your address in and uh, and also find the direct message. I'm going to double down. So you put in your address and also find the direct message part of our community. So it'll be under, depends on your phone if you're using your app or your PC. But send me a direct message and just put book, and I'll make sure you get one. All right. Have a great night. Have a great day. Have a great week. All right. See you in 2 weeks.